Okay, cool. All right, we are live, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We are back with another exciting episode. This time, I am joined today by the lovely Mr. Arlene Buckner, power partner of mine, realtor, and someone very special, very
Yes.
dear, near our hearts, because she's not only special, she's a client of ours who is now in the home stretch of home buying the home buying process, and a rope instructor who does a kick butt class, which I recommend you do, which is after
Yes.
this. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please, if you're watching replay and you're doing it live, please welcome Alexia Clifton. Because how about you, baby? It ain't about me. I'm gonna shut up.
Yes, Alexia. How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful today. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
I'm doing pretty good. I'm having some water. I'm doing a liquid fast, so I'm feeling pretty good.
Awesome. It's good stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're excited to be. I'm excited to be here today. Are you guys excited?
Oh, definitely.
Definitely.
Okay.
And again, I want to thank you for being on, because I know you're busy transitioning some things. So we really appreciate you being on to share with the world your experience with this process. And it'll help, because some people are unsure about it, but it's good to come from you and to see,
Right.
and just take it from there. So as far as your own words, what got you, sound wrong, what got you started or into the process? We'll start
Right.
there. Not into this mess, which sounds
Right.
really wrong.
No,
That's in
I
this mess.
understand. I had started thinking about buying a home several years ago. And I knew that I had had some previous debt, so my credit score probably wasn't where I wanted it to be. So I did what a lot of people do. I thought, well, I can by myself, I can get this fixed. And I slowly but surely started making little changes, started paying more, started trying to consolidate debt and everything on my own. But nothing was changing significantly enough that I could see where buying a home would be in my future in the next few years. And I certainly wanted it to be at that time. And I'm a person who plans ahead. So I started thinking, well, I'd like to find a realtor so I could start looking at areas and things, and also kind of explain the issue about my credit. But you're always hesitant about these kinds of things because you don't know you really don't know what the process is, and you don't know where you need to be. You just know it isn't what you want it to be. That's what I.
Right.
And so I met with Arlene, and she was just so nice and really made me feel like this was something that I would be able to do. And she said, you work with someone who might be able to help you with this. At least maybe just talk to him. That's all I'm going to suggest that you do. And I thought, well, okay. I was a little bit skeptical, thinking, I don't necessarily know what can happen that I can't do on my own. Well, come to find out, there are tons of things that I cannot do on my own. I don't have the time to daily check my credit to make sure everything's okay. I can't monitor it weekly and monthly. I can't send in disputes about errors that could be there. We on this end are busy trying to save and do the things that you want to do to get into a home. I can't have eyes on that the way that a professional can. And Matt was also very, very, very good at explaining exactly what the process would be, what he could do, what perhaps I had tried to do on my own, and how he might be able to improve upon that. So I thought, well, I'm not really getting there by myself. I will give this a shot. And I went from a year ago having a credit score that is about 150 points lower than my credit score is now.
Wow.
Just through steady and slow work with all of you guys. It has been amazing. I've gotten approved for a home loan. I'm in the I'm right at the end of being able to purchase one. It's about kind of finding one and getting everything moving in the right direction. And I never could have done that on my own. I just couldn't have done it without a systematic and professional, all-encompassing service that took care of that for me while I was able to concentrate on other things. And really, my credit score has never been this high. I really am free of debt other than what I currently am owing for things. And it just feels wonderful to get all these credit card offers in the mail. I don't take them, but it feels good to be in a place where people think of me as credit worthy, because that matters when you're trying to buy a home. I would recommend this to anybody who is serious about really doing that and just feeling better about where you are financially anyway. It really has made that kind of difference. I owe you guys tremendously. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. I'm so happy that you trusted the process, because that's one thing people need to understand. There is a process to this.
Exactly.
And it doesn't happen overnight, but over time you see the increase. So thank you for trusting us and believing in the process.
Absolutely. You know, and like I said, it wasn't easy. But you immediately begin to see that, like you said, there is a whole professional, systematic set of things in place that you were able to do that we really can't. And I trusted that each person here is playing a role and doing it the best that we can. And that is exactly what happened. So yeah, it's really been amazing. And I was one of those people who might have heard a story similar to this and thought, maybe, but it's definitely
nice.
Thank you.
Nice. Thank you again. I appreciate it. So you were a little hesitant at first, and that seems to be with a lot of people. But you trusted Arlene, and you're telling me that your score is now like roughly 100 points lower than it was before, and now you're in a space where you're getting offers from the man, and it feels good to be like, I'm wanted. Doesn't mean you don't take it.
No, it does. It feels like that. Like people think, okay, I'm credit worthy. I'm responsible enough. I'm financially responsible to be given a home loan, to be entrusted with that. It feels good because that's where you are when you want to buy. But if financially you're not there, that makes a difference. You have to look the part as well. And it's been amazing. I remember seeing the numbers going up and thinking, wow, and just kind of watching it, like on Christmas when you open a package and you're like, wow. I remember looking at my monthly report, like, oh, wow, and this is actually me,
Yeah.
Someone else's score, Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually you. It's not someone else. It's
just
you're
all for Alexia.
Cool.
Thank you. Thank you both so much.
I was going to ask you, so you've had the experience, and as far as anyone that people watch this now or in the future, Alexia, like, what would you tell them? Like, what would be your advice about going through this process to where you're at now? Like, what would you then, if they had concerns, or like, should I really do it? Like, what would you share with them?
Well, I would say, yes, you should really do it. And I think that one of the things that really stood out for me, and that you two both have been so wonderful about, is if you have questions during the process or about it, just ask. This is a mysterious thing that you're left in the dark about. You two are very transparent and open during everything that we go through. So yes, do it. There is a reason people are in this picture, and there's a reason you're working together, and it's all to get you where you need to be to make this purchase. It's all to get you there. So definitely do it and ask questions if you have them, because it can be the one thing that's standing in the way of being able to get there.
Yeah. And it is something that for a lot of people stands in their way, and it was something for you. And now you're in a place where you're like, hey, this is good. Like, I'm happy, I'm chilling right now. And and also too, I guess just like before you got before you started the journey, I'll say that. Did you feel some type of way having the credit not be where you want it to be compared to where you are now? If that makes sense, like kind of like, do you feel like kind of, I guess, judged in a certain sense when you're at that point, you're like, like, you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. You do, because you know your story, and you know that you got to where you are with your credit probably because of circumstances that were maybe beyond your control, or you were dealing with something else, something in your personal life. So you know it isn't simply I'm irresponsible, so my score is low. You know, a series of things took place that you probably tried to take care of as best you can. And I think one of the other things I would mention is that both of you made me feel like that, like you understood this, your score is probably where it was because of reasons that were valid at the time.
Yeah.
Here's how we will make it better. It's not about why was this way? It's about, okay, here's where we are. Let's get you to where you want to be. And I know you can do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that, because I feel like a lot of people, I've been there myself,
Sure.
haven't, worked in mine, but you do feel embarrassed and kind of judged by it. And it's not about people watching this. You have your story. We all do. But when Arlene or myself speak to you, I'm not here to judge. I'm here to say, this is where it's at. You got to know where it's at. If you're, like, it doesn't matter if you're overweight, trying to get in shape. In your case, it's like this is where you're at. Take judgment out of it. Whatever story is, that's the past. Now you know when you do to get you to the finish line, the mortgage, or the car, whatever it is, and just go with the process and then learn it.
Right.
Exactly.
Because let me ask this, Alexia, would you feel that the class that I gave, do you feel that was valuable too, as far as extra information?
Yes, it is. Because again, we have to, on the end of wanting to start thinking about getting a house or getting a home loan or a car loan or whatever it is that your credit needs to be a little better for, you go into those things hesitant, and you go into those things with questions. So anytime someone presents to you a forum in which you can honestly and genuinely get your questions answered, you feel better, and it is helpful. I'm a person I'm a people person. You might be able to tell that. And so it matters to me that people feel good and feel comfortable and feel like they can bring issues or challenges to me. And that's what you made people feel like. So that was very helpful, because you're open to any question and you're very transparent,
And that was the home buying seminar we had some time ago, right? And during that seminar, we had several people. So it's good to hear some of the situations from other people, because it could apply to you. Right. Again, it's a no judging zone. So we're all here to share, gain information, gain knowledge, and what's the next step. So during that forum, there was a question and answer that people were able to share. But also it's good to have that one-on-one with us. For the things that you don't want to share with other people, because each person's plan is going to be individualized. Okay, so everybody's journey is different. Some things may overlap, I had a repo, or this happened, but okay, here's some other things that happened just for me that's going to cater my progress a little differently.
That's right. That's right. And you set the stage for those kinds of things to be answered. And I'll share something else with you that's interesting. I remember during that seminar, I had just started, or had started very, very recently. And I remember there were people that were further along in the process than I was. And they were talking about being in a position to buy a home, and they were thinking about putting an offer on certain homes, and they had just gotten a pre-approval. And I remember thinking, wow, maybe one day I'm going to be where they are. Maybe one day I'll be in that position. And here it is less than a year later. And here I am. So it does happen. It really does.
Beautiful.
It was possible for one. It's possible for all.
Definitely.
That saying. Yeah. So it's interesting. You had that thought of wow, maybe I'll be there one day. Just starting. Like we all had that. And then when it happens, you're like, oh my God, it actually happened. And now you can tell someone, I've been there. You'll get there. Trust the process. Ask questions.
That's the main thing. Trust the process, because there's going to be distractions to derail you. You may want to, get that credit card or do whatever, but trust the process. Ask questions along the way, like you said, because temptation does happen. And you want to make sure that, you know, if I do this, is how much of an impact is that going to cause me?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, you both are very good with communication. I know I'm a question asker, and a lot of people are, but you answer them, you know, and there's nothing you can want better than that, than to be able to get your questions answered and to have a resource where you can go to say, this is the goal, this is what I want. Please help me with the steps to get there. And you do
Right.
that.
Right.
Cool.
Awesome.
It's good. It's good to hear this, Lexi. Again, I appreciate you because it's good for us to hear, because we hear, okay, cool, your experience is like this. Because the thing is, how do I say this? Arlene and I will never have the experience of working with ourselves.
Right.
If that makes any sense.
Right.
Like, I'll never really know what it's like to work with Matt and Arlene and be in the process of doing it. Like, you have that experience. So it's good.
Right.
It's a good one you can share. People say, look, it worked. I ask questions, do this.
Exactly.
Talk. Just get in and talk. That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
So do that, everybody. If you're wondering whether or not you should, you definitely should. You truly don't have anything to lose. You
Right.
truly don't. You'll just gain, if nothing else, you'll gain tons of information that will be able to help you. And I think you'll gain a lot more than that. You know.
That's true.
Exactly. Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you.
I have nothing else to say. Nothing else to ask. Arlene?
I don't have anything else, but I do encourage those to join Alexia in her aerobics class.
Yes,
I attended.
that's right.
Oh my gosh. And she could sing too. She could hold a note.
I don't barely sing, but I do sing.
It's not easy to do. You doing what you do, Alexia, having to lead a class, do this, hold a note. It's not easy. Like, you look like it's like I've done. For anyone, take a aerobics class. I've done it over Zoom. It's worth doing.
Yes.
And it's nothing like, because my mom used to do what you used to, Alexia. I remember her in a green leotard back in the day on the corner stuff. I'm doing this, so I'm very familiar with it. Do teach class at the YMCA, but I suggest anyone take it because you make it different. It's like a little mini show where you're gonna work at the same time. All right, everybody, here we go. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do a little try to slide. Oh, God on fire. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And the music is very upbeat. It's not boring music. She has upbeat music that you want to dance and move to. So that's to keep you moving. That's the point of it, to keep you moving.
That's it. Yep. So Fridays from 1 to 2. Just go to Fairfax County Government and go to the virtual website. And you will see High Energy Aerobics. Go for it.
Definitely. And she'll give it to you too. High energy. I love it.
She's like, I see you, Matt. That's right. Yeah, he's going. I see you, Joe. I see you, Arlene.
I shouted Matt out a lot.
Yeah, I know. I was like, all right, I got you. Don't worry.
Got to keep up.
Exactly.
That's right. Yay. Cool. Thank you, guys.
Good job. You are so welcome. You are so welcome.
All right, I'm going to go and do 1,000 jump ropes. Okay.
Oof.
So nobody said anything. I truly am. I'm going to go just do a little cardio workout with the jump rope.
Just 1,000, not 1,001.
Right, we got quiet for a minute.
I thought, I said maybe I'm gone. Maybe they.
I think Matt and I froze for a minute. Like,
we're like, what? She's like, no biggie, small. 1,000 jump ropes. I got this. Watch. It's like, all right, done.
She probably sing when she does it too. Yeah,
she probably does. She's like, that was just the warm up.
Right.
I love it. I love it. Stay healthy. That's what it's about. Being healthy.
That's right. And be healthy. Live happy. Enjoy your homes. Enjoy your houses. Enjoy your credit. Enjoy everything. But this is the chance to get that taken care of in a way that you will not have to keep running back and dealing with it. You just consistently keep it.
Yes.
Get the updates, ask questions, you respond. There you go.
There you go. That's it.
Yep. Cool. Okay, guys.
All right, everybody. Thanks for being on.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alexia.
You're very welcome. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Okay.
Bye-bye.